welcome back to another episode of the Six Frame Podcast. Episode
We forget.
40 something.
Yeah, technically,
40
it's
uh
hard to pinpoint. There was an attempt of a revival. Audio was trash. Not the podcast itself, the audio was. It's just
or
it didn't go through.
everything was trashed.
It wasn't trashed. It was just trash in my eyes. I just don't want to upload it.
So anyway, welcome to the revival of the revival of the revival of podcast
Plus,
plus.
we could say I want a revival.
Oh okay, so
There's the second attempt.
second attempt.
Yeah,
Or is it well
second attempt.
okay. It's actually third, but yeah, second.
It's not. This not the third attempt. The first attempt was us actually doing the shit. Second attempt was at my place. Third attempt is this.
So welcome to the third attempt of the Street Podcast. Uh, hopefully, it's not lost. Hopefully, this is not a lost recording. Last time it was only two. Now we brought another guest, which is Miles. Hey, how's it going?
Back.
He's back. So
He's here.
he's here. So we got three people this time. Hold on, before we start, for anybody new that's listening, thank you for listening, and for people who have been listening to us, and then somehow they got this notification of this new episode that came out of nowhere. Thank you for listening again.
Yeah, like after like what, 2, 3 years? I think we're going into three.
Yeah, almost 3 years.
Yeah, we could say thank you. Yeah, if you're still with us for like 2.5 years since the pandemic started.
Appreciate the wait. And if you all were wondering, oh, what happened to these kids that were doing this podcast? Well, that said, pandemic, what you expect?
Yeah, we grew up. A
Yeah,
lot of things to take care of.
we grew up.
We we had to. I learned how to do taxes.
Oh, good lord. Yes, we're paying taxes. We got jobs.
Yeah,
It's just hard. So that's why y'all better like our stuff so we could not work anymore.
it's not that simple, but we'll work hard at it at the very least.
So there's a bit of a change because I wanna talk about the a little bit of the Six Frame podcast that there's a we're we're gonna do it again, hopefully, like we said earlier, and it's gonna be tough, but we're gonna keep on moving. And man, there's a lot because it's just like it just brings me like all the times we tried, and now we're back here again. It's like, oh man. But yeah, well, welcome back. Thank you everybody for listening to us. Um, yeah, so I want to go around and just see, how you guys been doing, before we get into the topics, at hand. Like, so, like I said, we got Miles here. And so, what you been doing? You introduce the people.
Short answer is surviving. Long answer is a lot.
Well, don't tell everything.
No, no, no. Yeah, I just, moved away, came back, pandemic hit, and then was up in Lakeland for a while, and now I'm back here with the Six Frame crew doing what we like to do best.
You mean, you mean crew as in like small crew?
The OG crew.
Yeah, and for me, working and just doing what we can. And then nap here. I don't know.
I'm just trying to live my best life, honestly. I moved out just like Miles did, moved back in with my parents just recently, and we're just gonna see where it goes from there.
Yeah,
A lot of things happen, man.
a lot of things. If we had aired the other episodes, it would have been a different story. We're just gonna try just doing what we could with this podcast, and also that means changing the format quite a bit, which is not going too deep into many topics and try to be as concise as ever. And we're just gonna eyeball it, and hopefully it works. We all came from the same school, and we all love animation, and we're not totally an animation only podcast, so we're gonna talk about a bunch of things. So if you're new here, we are animation, uh not aficionados, not historians. What are we?
We just like what we like, man.
Oh, we just like what we
We're
like. That's
basically just fans of animation.
no, even though we got a degree,
Connoisseurs, yeah. Even if, yeah, we got a degree on it, but like,
we're not professionals and we don't have careers.
yeah, and we're not even practicing it as much as we want to.
That's true.
So hopefully, at least Sixth Frame will give us a chance to like really
Realize our dreams.
just realize our dreams, but just like touch upon the topic of animation and actually get more involved with it more than the
Yeah.
last few years.
Yeah, so if you guys heard our old stuff and you're coming back now, that is what we gonna predominantly talk about. So, but we're also a comedy. We hey we da. We sing and dance. We do it all, baby.
I throw the tomatoes.
Why would you throw the tomatoes? That that's messed up, bro. He's our worst critic. He's our own worst critic, and he's supposed to be part of our crew. Yeah, no, this is we just gonna talk about more things that we like, and most of the time it's gonna be animation. But we'll try to keep up. Watching shows, doing things like we used to do, but you know, not that much. And so for right now, the first thing we're gonna talk about is Puss and Boots, which is
Yep.
an animated movie that for some reason when the trailer came out, it was like, oh, this is okay, this is all right, Shrek movie, a spin-off of a Shrek movie. The first Boots and Boots was all right. Like I don't know what to expect on this one, and then you watch and you completely blown away with everything they did, and it is one of the best movies of this year. Although there's a lot of other movies like Pinocchio and well, that's all I could remember right now. So yeah, we'll go. So you have watched it, so everybody here has watched it. So what do you?
I've seen it 3 times now, and
And I'm watching it kind of religiously. Every time I'll go on my phone and just put on the movie and just watch it while I go to sleep. So go with you, Miles. What do you?
well, besides them changing the total look from the original Shrek verse, I guess you could say, in a way, that style, to this new kind of style that pretty much, and I'll get on topic about this later, that everybody's starting to copy now, kind of like the Spider Verse kind of style. I was kind of a little hesitant because I was like, oh great, everybody's copying Spider Verse because of how successful it was. But they did it in their own twist to the point where it worked for them because when it was calm scenes of them talking and stuff like that, everything felt smooth, normal. The way the fur looked, everything on Puss in Boots, even the other characters all looked great. And then the action scenes, yeah, there were some bits that if you pay attention, you notice it's kind of choppy and blocky, but I noticed one time when I paused it to get a drink and I came back and looked at the screen and I was like, man, I could take a screenshot of this and have it as a poster. And so when I watched it again during the action scenes, I would pause it at individual times, and each one, there was no motion blur, it was all clean. They made it in a way to where each action scene could be taken as an actual individual photo and just popped. And it really just captures each scene individually.
Oh yeah, no, like for me, man, to for how I feel about this movie is just amazing. How it's again Spider Verse changed everything in how they're taking they're basically mimicking 2D, you know,
Right.
and just blending seamlessly with 3D now, by lowering the frame counts. Although they're not lowering the frame counts, it's they're animating 24 second, and then they're just changing the settings to make it look choppy, or make it look like there's less frames, but
More dynamic.
yeah, to make it more dynamic, like in an anime, where they they take moments where how it pauses and it just shows how the action is, or show what the posing and the staging is. So in here, there that first scene in the beginning after the big song and dance,
Where he's fighting the giant
when
troll.
he's fighting the giant troll. um there's a scene where he's on like the bell, and he's in the sky, and there's like this pop. They pause for a second just to show uh, the dynamics of him being from in the distance, and how the troll is, and they're in the sky. It's like watching an episode of Attack on Titan, which I don't mind if that's like the reference for that scene.
It felt very Attack on Titan.
you know. And for you, man, what do you think about that movie? And
I mean, if I'm being real, I'm slow. Like
Hey,
I,
you said
yeah, I know what I said. I'm slow. Like when it comes to like watching movies, I watch it just to watch it, you know. And like I when I wanted to absorb the movie as it is first before I go into details with it afterwards. I only watched it that one time they showed me, so I wasn't able to go into it. I can't go into as many details as I want to because I haven't really
digested
uh
it.
yeah, I haven't digested or absorbed everything that movie had to offer. I just saw it as base, and it was a really good animated movie, you know? And like everybody else have said, the animations is great. The style is beautiful. I guess my only concern with that movie is how is that gonna affect Shrek? Different topic, however,
Different
that's just
again, spoiler.
I mean,
I guess
it's not even confirmed,
yeah,
is it?
it kind. I don't know if it's confirmed, but I think it was what a lot of people wanted anyway, right?
Yeah,
Is to have another Shrek movie.
yeah. But in terms of Puss in Boots, it's a well done movie, well done animation. I love the vivid colors, especially when they went to on that quest to like go for like the wishing star.
the Dark Forest.
Yeah, like all those like I love when animations, like you really utilize their colors.
Yeah.
They make everything just so visually it's eye candy. The animation is eye candy. When they fight, is eye candy. Uh, the environment is God is eye candy. Just the concept art itself from the art book from the Blu-ray set, like you can see all the details and it's oh God, it's so good, man. That's just the environments. So just having the characters just like frolic through there, running through there, like busting through there, it's just oh, it's so good. It's satisfying. It's a satisfying movie from beginning to end. I can't even lie. I don't think there's like a single thing that I could find only because I watched it one time that I could find that I don't like as much. Probably the only scene that I could say that was kind of wasted.
Like the weakest, like
The weakest one was the the grandma scene. Like the house the cat
the
lady.
retirement scene.
Yeah.
Um,
It's not the scene itself.
Look,
Yeah, not the scene itself, but more so the character. She felt personally, I feel like she felt wasted. Like she has an interesting character for being this psycho crazy lady, cat lady that has like billions of cats in her one house. It seems like she's avoiding the government for some reason.
Yeah.
Told you health department people, they're understaffed.
And I personally, I just kind of wish she went on the journey. I think she would have added like a little bit more.
You want her to be like a.
I,
You want her to be a character?
I want it to be like a yeah,
A
at least
minor character?
yeah, like trying to go after Puss, like oh, give me back my cat. Where he going? Like
Let's go.
It's just like because like I like when you
Um,
put that much effort into like a character like that, like I know they were made for that one purpose of a scene, but like she had enough that you just want to see a little bit more of her. At least for me, like I love those crazy character that just goes like balls to walls, and I just wanted to see her in that adventure because Goldilocks was a great character, and the three bear. I think personally, I think those three are like the stronger characters in my eyes because they have their whole arc from beginning to end and just carries them through the movie just like Puss and Boots, just like I forgot the girl's name,
Kitty softball.
Soft Paws, and even
Perro.
Perrito.
Perito, there it is. Perito. So like they have their arc and the Goldilocks and Three Bears have their arc and I think and it it when it's done good, I'm
It's,
gonna get a tear in my eye.
it's not. It's
When it's done good, I get a tear in my eye. So that's why, like, I love those characters a little bit more than the main characters.
mhm.
You know, maybe a little bit more than the wolf character. I
Well, hey.
I mean, it's just character. Like I love when a character is built right and built well. Like don't get me wrong, the wolf character he's
He's
good.
built right.
He's built right. He's built different.
He's no different.
He's an absolute unit, my guy.
That man's a Chad through and through.
He's like Elvis. He goes in and then he leaves the building. You know.
Yeah, he just here to let you know that I'm here to fuck your shit up. If you think you're hot shit, I'm just here to like let you know that you're not him. You know?
Yeah, like yes, to piggyback you, like man, I watch it so many times, and man, there's a lot that I want to say. It just, but for me, like the because you haven't seen it fully because you only watched it that one time. By the way, I've been showing everybody this movie. I show everybody in the Six Frames group this movie because everybody has to watch it, and I want everybody to watch it because it's just like you said, it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful and just the animation's just stellar. When it comes to the movie, I've seen it so many times, and I can only say this that the only thing for me that's weakest, right, or the weakest part of the movie is it's an aspect. It's a little bit the journey itself.
Feels quick.
It either feels quick or it just feels like when not to jump ahead too much, but once he's running to go to the wishing star,
Yeah.
that's where I felt like it was like you know.
Let's cut this huge section.
Yeah, like
I
it felt long.
I think it's not that because it felt short. I think they like sort of offered too much options.
Yeah.
Cause like everyone had like a whole of a map and they had like all these different places that they could have gone to.
Yes.
And because we didn't go there or even got a glimpse of some of them, like we just sort of missed like some of those chunks of
Yeah.
the world that we could have seen, you know?
Yeah. It was like, oh, let's go to the ending.
Yeah, it's like
Right.
let's just beeline to the
Yeah,
end. We're running too long. Let's get the fuck up out this.
yeah, because for me, I love everything. I love, of course, I love the Goldilocks and Three Bears. I like for most people that don't like the Goldilocks and
Really?
what her story is. Yeah, there's some people that don't like it. They like, oh, it's not necessary or something like that. But
I'm not gonna say it's not. It's like it's necessary for the story. It's like it's just well done. Like
yeah,
if they're gonna be part of the cast though, going after the wishing star, like whatever they brought to the table was just done supremely well.
yeah. Like to me, it
Oh,
wasn't.
real,
It
like
wasn't. Yeah, because they either don't under like the motivation for her. You know, like so in the movie, her Goldilocks motivation is she wanted a family, right?
she wanted a normal
She
family.
wanted a normal family because she doesn't really relate to the bears, but in reality, she relates to those bears better than any family she will ever find, you know. And so in the movie, it is actively telling her like you don't need a wish because you already have a family. But
True, yes, but like if
it's the
her
part.
motivation is because like I mean we all know the story of the three little bears, but like I mean Goldilocks and three little bears, but she never really belonged there. Like
Yeah,
even the original stories, like she just ran out the house. Like where are like I was curious about where her parents were, or who
yeah,
were her parents were, because she wasn't born from the bears. Like yeah, the whole idea of like adoption, all that stuff, is family and stuff. But let's be real. Like even if you were adopted by bears, you know that you're human.
Yeah.
Like two bears don't make a guy. I ain't trying to get canceled, but you know, like two, like
Two exposure blown up.
no, like she just generally just want to know like where she came from.
Yeah.
And she know it ain't the bears, so
Yeah.
in a way it's like a legit wish. Like where are my parents? Like I want to see my family. I want my family. Like I came from somewhere. Like what happened to me? Or I want to know what happened to her. Like you can't just like they adopted her from nowhere. So what happened to her family? Maybe I don't know if she just wants to like recreate her own family, or she just wants to wish back her family from whatever heaven or hell they came from. But like I think that was interesting.
Yeah.
And no, people,
But yeah, people don't like that, and also the motivation part where remember that also that scene where she tells them that that's her wish, and the mama bear is like, okay, if that's what you want, and that motivation people seem not to like that either.
but it was good. She
I
literally said, she literally said, "Yo, like even though what you have in front of you is like exactly what you're looking for,
yeah
just not in the sense that you wanted,
yeah
but it's what you're looking for." They still said, "Yo." At the end of the day, they still went through to try to get her wish.
yeah
Like I'm gonna like we may not be like the family that you wanted, but at least we'll be like trying to be the family that at least the family before like you move on to your next one. So we'll just try to do everything we can as like this one last hurrah just for you, because you're that important to us. So we're gonna go out there. We're gonna fight this big plum dude. We're gonna fight Puss in Boots. We're gonna do all this stuff, and we're gonna try to get you that wish because we feel as your what's the word? Your is it started with the S subjugate sub subspecies parents that
Species.
you deserve this wish. Like they're putting an effort to like give her this wish. So like I don't know like it
Like a true family.
yeah I
I
gotta watch the movie again.
like it wasn't like, oh, I want to find my real parents. It's because if you notice when she's holding the map, one of the sayings she read before it showed the map's locations of the route she had to go, it said, "The thing you're looking for may be right
In
in
front of
front of
you.
you."
Yes, I
And
know.
the point I'm getting at is it was more of her trying to feel like she belonged somewhere she belongs. Not, oh, where are my real parents? But I need a real set of parents so I can feel like I belong here. Not, oh, well, where'd they go? Where'd mom and pop go? Oh, they dropped me off, blah, blah, blah. Oh, they skipped the bus to the 3rd Street. What's going on?
they got some
They,
cigarettes and Eric coming
no,
back.
they went to 7-Eleven.
Get the milk, and mama went to go get the pop, and they never came home.
Damn. All right. I could. Okay. Yeah.
Because that's what I got from her was more of a belonging, not, where mommy, where daddy.
Yeah, but either
I
way,
probably gotta watch it again. Yeah.
but the thing is, it's still the same answer. It's just it's her just wanting a normal family, because living a bear is not her idea life.
Yeah.
Although that is her ideal life, that is her family. You know, how you gonna call the mama bear and papa bear, and not be your parents, you know? But yeah, no, a lot of people uses the for some reason they don't, they think that it's not that strong, that motivation or that her,
If they say so.
Her story was the best out of the whole bit, even over like I love the fact how much of a narcissist Jack Horner is and his backstory and all that stuff.
Jack Horner's crazy.
Yeah, I know his narcissistic background, but still, like Goldilocks' side story was a good side story, and you see what her motivation is, and you see why she wants the wishing star, and you see why she's hiding her secrets, not trying to hurt her surrogate family, and
Oh, so there is a word for it. You just didn't want to tell me.
Surrogate.
surrogate.
Yeah, I literally just I was looking for that word.
I didn't know that's the word you were trying to find.
Bro, I said subspecies.
That's not the same.
Not exactly.
The same as surrogate.
That's what I'm saying. I was looking for that word.
I mean,
Well, it happened. So
anyway, back to the show.
anyway, go back to. But no, it is. But her story is like you all said. It's one of the best. And and to combat that, you had a character that doesn't have a really a backstory. Well, he does, but all he is just a crazy maniac, and that's Jack Horner. And that guy's a psycho.
Straight up psychopath.
And what's crazy to me how like the violence in this movie
Oh, I know.
is crazy. How he just murders his own
Men.
men, the Baker dozens, by shooting what is it,
He
unicorn?
put the unicorn horns them and they blew into confetti. I was like, holy crap.
And that's crazy how like you know PG movies and G and rated G movies are basically the same thing for
Most parts.
since since the since the early 2000s, 2001.
Yeah, the old PG movies used to have more action and violence in like like early '80s, and then they started
Early 80s,
toning it.
90s.
Yeah, they started toning them down, and then we got the PG that were more G rated from the early 2000s all the way till now, and now it's kind of like some of the PG movies are starting to
Be edgier.
push that edge just
Yeah.
to see like, hey, can I dip this pinky toe in the water just to see how far I can push it at times.
That's why there's a to me there's like a renaissance, like it's not a Disney renaissance, but there's like a renaissance in animation where a lot of movies are taking a bit more chances. They're telling a bit more adult stories, especially I'm just talking about animation in the West, here, because in America, we're still, when it comes to movies, especially children's movies, or animation, is a bit conservative. You're trying to they're all trying to please their bottom lines. Hopefully they sell toys and stuff like that. But now they're just making movies where they're not trying to sell toys for McDonald's or something. You know, so
Amazing.
yeah, and it's amazing, and just and all on that, especially like another movie like Pinocchio. Not to skip the Puss in Boots, but and that's another one I want to go back to, but I want to show Lamp this whenever he gets the chance to watch this movie, because that movie is it deserves the award
It got.
it got, exactly. But yeah, no, the violence in it's just it surprised me, because you never expect it, even though it's DreamWorks, and it's part of the Shrek universe, and you they always had that edge and that sort of
The pushy humor,
the
adult humor in it.
that adult humor.
Like a tame Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, the humor that they're clever, being clever, being for kids and for adults who go there to watch it.
Right.
But to see it in full display and not giving a shit if like a little kid gets scared, especially when they see the wolf or they see Jack Horner murdering his own people. But no, it surprised me, and man, that character, the Jack Horner character, that character, his animations, he is so expressive. The one thing I could say, and the one thing I really love in this movie, is that how all the characters were so expressive.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like when Jack Horner was telling about his past, like, oh, I got all the wealth from riches, and he's like frowning. He's the fat in his face, all that useless crap. Yeah, I was like, damn. I was like, damn, that is some.
Everything I ever wanted, loving parents, a rich, wealthy empire to take over someday.
No, but that expression that he has, man, I was like, damn, that's great. That is awesome. And then for Poots, and for the main character Poots, he's they did a lot to him. He looks great for the CG cat. He looks he is amazing. How expressive, again, it's how expressive these characters.
Well, they definitely did their research because that scene when like Mama Luna's introducing him for the first time to all the cats, and I was paying attention to this the second time I watched, and the way she's swinging him around, the way he's got his arms out, and the way his bottom of the body is moving, I'm like, cats actually do that when you pick them up like that. They'll just sway like that, just
Yeah,
like put me down, put me down, swing me to the left, swing me to the right.
yeah. The animators, you know, like any animation, they made like a little cat thing, and they had a bunch of cats in their studios while they were animating, you know. But yeah, the expressions. Oh, I can't think enough of.
I know you said your mom loved it, but one of my first favorite scene of the movie that made me pause it and go, holy shit, was that first fight with Death when he got cut right above his ear. And his fur just starts standing up on the end. You see the individual hairs just sticking up.
Yeah,
And that part just had me like in awe for the first time. I'm just like, wow. The fact that I could see each individual hair and it doesn't look like I'm looking at Chop from GTA 5 with those brushes from like a
or it's just
scrub brush.
or just move like 3D.
It looked like someone stroked a cat in reverse. That the hair just looked so
Yeah.
real that I was just amazed. I was like, wow, that's great.
Yeah, it's crazy how they goes back and forth in the animation where it looks like a traditional 3D
Especially
back to like a just a simple you know just a shell style self shaded style.
especially when they're running from Jack Horner's place
Yeah.
and they're fighting over the map and just you see the way the movements of their eyes are narrowing, the slits in their eyes are getting closer, the way their ears were folding back, just like a real cat does when they're mad, and the way the teeth were showing. I was like, this is great. This is like two cats are actually fighting.
No, for sure. What can I say? And I don't know why you don't like the wolf.
I never said I like the wolf. I just like the Goldilocks and the Three Bears a little bit better than the wolf.
But
The wolf is ambience. He's the atmosphere of the whole movie. Like he's the presence that doesn't leave.
and what do you think of Jack Horner?
He.
Chungus, big chungus.
He,
He's a great villain.
I want to say great.
I didn't say
He's
best. I said great.
yeah. I wouldn't even call him great neither. He's a villain. You know, like his motivation is funny. Don't get me wrong. I love his backstory. It's who 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 did he get? Oh, he got outled by Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Well, that scene's always
This
funny
is
to
the
me.
best scene.
That is funny.
That's the best flashback out of all. Keep dancing with man in them stats.
Right. No, that was good scene. But Jack Horner as a character, as a villain too, it's just cause like even now when I'm thinking back at him, I have like very little to say about him because either like he brought enough to the table for me to like recognize his existence, but in a way like it felt like he was just there just to be the big guy, to be the big the bad at
Big
the end of
bad.
the movie that everybody like sort of just teams up and beat because
Which is true.
he's because like I don't know how to put it because like I need to watch the movie again just so I could like really like digest everything that the movie really wanted you to like notice, hear, feel, all the emotion, all that stuff. But like as of for the first time watching and then just like moving on with your life afterwards, Jack Horner didn't really leave that big of an impression on me. He did some wild shit. He did some.
He murdered all his people.
He did. No, that's
He
wild as
murked
fuck.
them all.
He did, but I don't know. Like he just, it didn't feel like he had that much of a role to play. Cause we already had Puss and his backstory. We had Soft Paws and her backstory. We even had Perro's backstory. Is fucking goodness.
Perrito
Fuck.
backstory.
Perito's backstory was fucked, bro. So we already have three good backstories. Plus we have Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And wasn't there like a yeah, yeah, we had a good amount of like
Yeah.
characters with like strong motivations to get the wishing star. And we had just like the one ignorant buffoon that just wanted,
He wanted all the magic in the world. He
yeah,
wanted it all for
like the
himself.
most generic shit ever.
Power hog.
And yeah, it's like I'm not saying that he's a terrible villain. I'm just saying that he, compared to the other characters or the other cast and their purpose, even the wolf. Personally, I felt that the wolf was more of a villain, even though he's not a villain. He felt more like a villain because he is the reason why Puss is in this adventure to begin with.
Yeah.
You know?
To your point right there, because I was waiting for you to catch your breath for a second, but uh, the wolf, I feel, is like the true protagonist, or sorry, antagonist to the main story, which is Puss's story.
Yeah.
And then I feel like the antagonist for everybody else, including the side characters, is Jack Horner. Because if there was only one antagonist, which was the wolf after Puss, and nobody's like, oh well, he's not after me. Why am I gonna help you? But they're up against Jack Horner, and they're all trying to get away from Jack Horner. Meanwhile, Puss is like, running. Still got someone dogging for me, man. Where is he at?
The ops are on me.
Jack is like a loudmouth. I'm here. Come on. And the wolf is just like, hey, buddy, how's it going?
He's a reminder of like why he was in that adventure, risking his life to get that wish in the first place. But like even like okay, but even if he is a big bad guy for like all the characters at the end of the movie, like even like you could still like write the story to like he where he doesn't even like he could just like get I don't know like I can't say really, but like I just still feel like he doesn't really need to be there. Like he doesn't have to be there to like motivate any character to do anything. Because like even then, like Goldilocks could still make her wish, and bring her parents, or like somebody could like fuck up and bring their parents,
But
or just something, something different.
It's a part of the chase.
Yeah, I guess it is a chase. True.
Conflict in between Goldie and
Maybe.
Puss's crew to make him be like a real, like, here's the protagonist, here's the antagonist. It's more like a rival thing, which is, it's like a race to, the end with that.
Yeah.
If it was a race movie, you're like, oh, okay, wacky racers, let's go. But
No.
you
Okay.
need
Yeah.
you need a protagonist to push. I mean, an antagonist. I don't know why I keep saying pro. An antagonist to push the protagonist. Otherwise,
The protagonist is Puss, and the antagonist, quote unquote, is, or the anti-hero is I don't even call him an anti-hero. He doesn't do good shit. He's just a bystander. He's just doing his job. He's doing his 9 to 5. All right, and he's just having the time of his life with that
every
shit.
time he's working, hit it, Dolly.
Working magic.
God, that's my tune. It's just I guess the wolf just has a stronger presence than Jack does. Not because of how cool he is, not because he just pushes the characters more. At least Puss and his crew, because like in the end of the day, like Perito and Softpaw are still linked up with Puss
Yeah.
to where they're still sort of involved with the wolf, but not directly. So like while Puss is getting pushed, they're sort of getting pushed with them, and they're just trying to understand like, yo, Puss, the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why are you like, why is all this even going on in the first? Like you don't need this shit, man. And it's like, oh, but I do. And it's like, talk to us, no? Yeah, like talk to us, like that sort of puts his character right there. He got to learn how to like really, like slow down and just like
Then when we get
appreciate
the
the world.
burrito scene where he sleeps on his chest
I mean, we still would have got them. I guess. Okay, maybe. Okay, yeah. I guess he is still needed because
Because he wants to be a therapy dog.
yeah.
That's a building character moment for him.
can I say Perito for a character that
I'm not
you
gonna.
thought that it was gonna be like an annoying
I
character?
100% like once I saw that dog character, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be the most annoying
I
dog
was worried about
I've
it too.
ever seen in my life.
He was gonna do freaking modern references and all
Yeah, I
those
thought it was
things.
like, oh my god, it's gonna be a Beverly Hills Chihuahua, bro. It's terrible.
No. No.
But he
No,
ended up being a really good character. I guess
the being
for I guess
charming character.
charming too. Yeah, he was adorable. I just like once that backstory hit, I was like, damn, I feel so sorry for you. Like you ugly as shit, but like I'll I'll pet you.
most thing with Chihuahuas. They kind of got that weird little bug-eye face, but they're very sweet dogs if you get to know.
Yeah, but we're not talking
They
about
don't like me.
real dogs. We're talking about this dog.
No, but that's the way I'm saying. Is like the way because most Chihuahuas they're kind of a bit wall-eyed, and when he was relaxed, when Kitty was literally interrogating him, if you noticed, his eyes were like full
Yeah.
wall-eyed. He's just like, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here.
But like, I guess you're right when you say though that because like in a way, like if it wasn't for Jack and his ignorant ass, he wouldn't really. Yeah, ignorant, narcissistic as. Oh, now you get to work for me. All right, thank you, asshole. But at least he like when when they were like all fighting in that one area and they were all trying to get the map at the same time in the beginning, like more in the beginning of like their first adventure to the
Jack's factory.
not at the factory, the I guess the second fight, but in the
When they're in
woods.
Paris?
Yeah, because like
When they got off the river.
I think so. Yeah.
He had the dog. He's like in the crickets.
I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
Yeah, because at least I think with that part, what Jack really helped push was the violence of the adventure, like the what the tragedy could be, because like, he's like killing his own men in front of Puss, and he's now Puss is realizing like, oh shit, like if he gets me, I'm dead, and I don't even get my wish, and then the wolf is like right there too, and he's like, ah fuck, and then that's when Peter goes, oh you okay man, because like it's really like building up his anxiety, so for Jack for like helping him push the movie, yeah, okay, I'll give it to him because like you guys are opening my like are bringing more things out into the front for me to like absorb besides watching the movie the second time. But yeah, I still think he's a not a weak villain, but I think he's just a lesser villain than the wolf. Definitely.
Yes, I agree. He is the one that motivates the entire party, but not the motivation for the story. Is what I'm getting at.
I like that.
He's like, hey everybody, I'm coming after you. Meanwhile, Puss, who's the main character, who's the true story, is the way I could say it. He's like, you're an annoying obstacle, but I want to stay away from that thing in the shadows staring at me.
And that's when we start talking about the wolf. Best character ever. It had all the animes reference used for his fight,
Bro, his
his entrance.
No.
Like, what is this? Like, it's just funny how like we're in awe and we've seen this already.
Yeah.
You've seen the wolf character. You've seen this in other videos, mostly anime, and to see it in like no less a DreamWorks movie.
It's
They went hard.
it's just one of those shows that you just can't get tired of.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's just amazing how much he just intimidates.
Bro, his
Who?
freaking whistle gets his hair to stand up. He is, like I said earlier, an absolute unit.
He's a powerful.
He's inevitable. That's why it's the truth.
That is the truth, though.
He is the truth. That's why.
True.
Like, let me be real. Like, I have I like when I was younger, even hell, still now. Like, I have a dumb fear of death. Like, I cannot imagine imagining like closing my eyes and then just never waking up, like never remembering, like all that shit that comes with death. I just that's why like when movies like Coco comes out, talking about oh this is this beautiful wonderland, like as long as you remember you're alive. I'm like bitch, I'm not Coco. Like this is not. Like I don't want to like doubt the other religions or like the like I don't want to doubt all of that stuff, but like it in my reality, when you're dead, you're gone. Like you'll be remembered, yes, but like it's not like your spirit could be like Goku and like give you a thumbs up or help you with a Kamehameha with whatever's
So you're asking
dumb
if you're
shit.
in Purgatory saying, pick it up.
No, I'm just saying that it's a real it's he's intimidated because he's real. Like not in the sense that it's gonna be a wolf or a grim reaper, but like no matter where you go and how depending on how you live your life, he is always going to be behind you, waiting for you to like fuck up. Puss fucked up like 9 damn times. I mean 8 damn times, and he's like literally on his last row. He's lucky he even got 9 lives. We only got one.
Yeah.
So just seeing somebody that's like constantly sitting there,
Being
like not even just being constant, just like waiting, looking at you, waiting on you
And wasting
to like
your life.
waste your life and croak. That shit that shit is scary as hell. Like that's somebody's like literally counting your hours. Like right now, we're doing like what we want to do. We're having fun. We're doing the podcast. And then we go out and live our life doing like mundane jobs or paying bills or doing taxes or whatever. And all that time,
You really salted about them taxes, man.
boy, I owe a lot.
It's like a, I'm like, it's like take a shot every time it's back. Like I'm on a drink.
But like while you're doing all that shit, Death is over here just counting them, like taking like those minutes, those seconds. He's just counting like
Counting the grains of sand.
he is waiting for you to like like your time to be over at one point or another, So just like his whole character is just to me is just that much scary, man. So that's my see on the wolf. That's why I think he's cool because like he is the embodiment of what death would actually be like. He won't fucking toy around with you like he does with Puss, because like he wants a challenge. Like he's like an anime character, like him said. He's this, oh, I just want to fight someone so fat, like strong and cool, because you said you was all tough shit. So I just want to fight you. I want to see you. Yeah, exactly. I'm right here. Laugh, bro. Laugh. Give you a good ho, a good chuckle or something. Come on.
Come on
And
now. Yeah, no, yeah.
like if you had to throw hands with death, I'll just lay down like, yo, Kevin, goodbye. Miles, goodbye. I'll be see you guys in the darkness that awaits us. Oh,
Uh,
you got me fucked up.
now like that wolf, bro, it's just amazing. And I can believe, he's a character. Again, he's a character. He's a
Yeah.
character
DreamWorks
in a DreamWorks.
kids movie.
Not really a kids. I mean, it's just crazy how, because this is a PG movie.
Let's try not to like label these movies like
Not
kids.
no, I don't. I don't. I'm not gonna label it. It's just that it's crazy how, because it's not supposed to be. It's a family movie.
Yeah, family.
It's
That's
a family movie. First of all, like it it's just crazy that this character exists. It's just. I know it's not a. For most people, it's not a big deal. Oh, you watch anime. It's not a big. It is a big deal because you don't see that in a DreamWorks movie or in a Disney movie or anything like that. So to see that, like, is basically to see this character in a mainstream, you know, movie is just crazy. It's crazy to me. It's like one of the nerdiest anime takes ever, but it's like crazy to me to see this freaking character.
I love the way like there's certain scenes where he's in the dark, where he's got his hood up, and you see a little bit of light reflecting off his retinas, and you just see that shine. Let me tell you, personal experience, walking in the woods at night, and you see coyotes and stuff. Their eyes light up like that. So that like had me in awe for a long time. Just like, wow, I want to know how they did that.
They just put that reflectors on.
Mm-hmm.
I will say my favorite scene is when you see when they're leaving Jack's place, and that's how much I'm like, yo, this guy is straight up dogging with him. Was when he kicked the gold off, and he's like, hey, accept this, and you see him standing there, and when he does that, he does the thing where he points at his eyes and points at them. He's got the two gold coins over his eyes.
Oh yeah.
Reference like, your toll's ready paid. Get on the boat, because I'm coming for you.
Bro, it's such.
You're gonna cross that river of Styx.
Bro, when I first saw that scene, I was like, bro, this character is so intimidating.
Such a menace.
This is crazy. Nah, I can't stop singing his praises for this movie. This movie is just amazing, and I don't know. I don't know what to add on this.
I want his sickles, man. Those things were amazing. I want that. Those things look awesome.
This movie was amazing.
Fire.
Please, watch it. Cause for me, what's crazy? I don't know if a lot of people are watching it. I don't know if people. It made a lot of money.
It did good in the theaters.
It did good in the theater. It just crazy because I went to look. I don't know why, but I went to look at like people's reactions to it, and it's not that many. I was like, wow. I thought it would be a lot more people reacting to this movie.
Well, it came out during the time when a lot of movies came out, and so it's not that it was covered by other family or kids movies. It's just a lot of movies came out around
When
that
did
time.
it came out? What other movie came out with?
I don't know. It was around. Was it around like November or October when it came out?
No, oh no, it came out. It came out in December. like in the holiday.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It came
It came out
November. It's November.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, which is literally prime time
Or
movie.
yeah.
November, end of November, all the way through December is movie month. So it's kind of like a death sentence unless you're like really like hype it up, well known or something like that. It is just gonna be hidden. It's gonna be a hidden gem. So
Yeah.
right now it's a hidden gem that's coming to the surface, but I believe the more people who watch it are really gonna enjoy it for what it is, which is a great movie.
No, it's amazing, and I don't know what they're gonna do with Shrek.
Eddie Murphy's gonna come back and be like, "What you doing, Shrek?"
I pray. I pray that he comes back. I need me some donkey. I miss Mushu. So
Dishonor on you, your cow.
You didn't get that in the live action. I mean, Eddie Murphy's been doing some movies, so
I think he's a little more serious roles though. He did a comedy with Jonah Hill recently. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Is that?
wow.
Again, please watch this movie. I don't know.
Honestly, yeah, just go
Watch it because I don't.
It's fun.
People dismiss it because again it is Puss in Boots. It is Shrek. For a lot of
And 4 and 5 were kind of. Oh, I'm sorry. 3, 4, and 5 were kind of.
yeah. I mean yeah. What do you what was
For what, Shrek?
with Shrek?
3, 4, and 5.
3, 4, and 5.
I
mean
think
the
4 and 5 were like weak. I think 3 was good.
3 was
3 was when they. Which one was 3? It was
when they got Justin Timberlake to come in to become the new king.
Okay.
4 was
Was with the kids.
it 4? Is there only 4 ones?
No, there's 4. No, there's 4.
There's 4. There's 4. There's Shrek. There's the second one where he becomes a human.
and that was the best
That
one.
was the best one, yeah.
There's the third one where
Where-
Timberlake's they're trying to get Timberlake to become the new king because Shrek doesn't want.
And that's what he had.
Yeah.
No. Fourth one's when he.
Fourth one has the kids.
Yeah, the fourth one is when Shrek like he undoes everything he learns for no reason at all.
It was because I guess because like everything's just sort of got crowded in his world, and he just wanted to be alone.
But but that's the problem. He already accepted that in the other.
Yeah, like he was going to be
So they
a family guy.
So they rehashed like all the things that happened already. So it's like you could evolve this character.
I think it's like time for like to watch like Shrek 3 and 4 again, just to like really make sure that it's either decent or trash. Because right now, like everything that I have about that movie is just like
it's a blur.
It's a blur because like I guess I wasn't paying attention whatsoever.
But I think I remember he signed. It was
with
Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah.
It was that, yeah.
I just remember like seeing a whole bunch of other ogres, and he was like, yeah, this is my family, onions and shit. But
did he pull up in a tank top and a charger? Saying I ain't got friends, I got family.
Might as well though.
Just walked in. This is my family. These onions and shit. Oh man,
He had like a resolution at that movie for something because he reverted everything back for a reason. I don't know what the revelation was.
He finds out like, hey, having a family is fine. Oh, you learned that already. You learned that already.
Accepted.
I need to watch that movie again, bro.
First one was about accepting friendship and adventures, and the second one's like accepting who you are.
Now
I gotta watch it again. I can't cause now that's gonna bother me. But yeah, I don't know. The last 2 Shrek movies, I guess, were weak. Yeah, they weren't that strong. If they're not in my head, they ain't strong at all.
yeah. But anyway.
Unless I had like a strong hatred for it.
A strong hatred for it?
If I had a strong hatred for it, then I remember everything. Just like Naruto the Last, I remember that through and through. I hate it. The last Ninja Space. I remember that whole movie. I remember that whole movie because I hate it so much.
Oh yeah, Ninjas in Space. Ninjas in Space.
I need to remind you.
God damn.
Oh, you know what? I remember watching that movie. How frustratingly terrible it is. That's how they end up together.
Look, Mom, I'm the new Buzz Aldrin.
A bubble of a dream comes to you,
and he didn't even see. He just, bruh. Oh my god.
What a frustrating ass movie, bro.
God damn.
I can't believe you brought that up,
No,
man.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Really didn't. But like, I just wanted to. No, I just want to like let you know like what stays in my head with it. If a movie is good, I'm gonna think about it a lot, you know. But if it doesn't do anything to me, it's gonna be in my head as a movie I watch, but I won't remember it. But like if I hate it for a reason, I'm gonna remember every single pinpoint of why I hate that movie. So I remind myself why I'm not gonna watch this movie ever again. At least with movies that I haven't seen or just have a blur, I was like, I don't remember, so I'm gonna go back and like watch it to see like why I don't remember it, why I didn't like it, or why, at least find a reason to like,
Why do I think it's ass?
yeah, at least because I'm curious, because
Why is
it
it
won't
crap?
make me mad. But those movies that I remember point by point, I know why it's ass. I know why I'm not gonna pick that shit up again.
Piece of the scars. No, not trying to remember. So bad. So bad. Naruto fans. The
Yo,
Naruto what is it, the last?
the last.
For the last, let's be real. After how
Y'all gotta be.
past,
Yeah, it's been a hot
first of
minute.
all, sorry about Boruto. It's I'm sorry about y'all
Listen.
giving hope to Boruto. But look, Naruto the last. All right, it's been 10 years, 5 years.
It has it? No, 10. I think a lot. No, I think
Ten.
a little bit.
Okay, so 10 years.
Oh, that's a little bit.
Okay, Naruto the
Let's
last.
just say 7.
It's a terrible movie. All right,
Shit
it's
ass.
it is freaking insane how the way these two characters fall in love is
It's
by
ass porn.
A,
Indoctrination.
they gotta go to outer space. B, Naruto has to go get knocked out, be in a bubble,
To go to the past,
to go to the past in a dream past,
in a dream past that he was conscious for
conscious
in the
for.
past.
Yes.
Looked over at Hinata's paper, realized that she liked him, and decided, oh,
And
I love her too.
and not just that, it had the whole subplot with the scarf. It ties to it. Ah, I'm like,
Oh my fuck.
yeah, this
I'm not
movie.
watching this movie no more. I don't care. Just go with ass. It's a bad ride. Like I love Naruto. It was good. It still is good. I still consider it a good show. Kaguya was an ass pull. The last movie was an ass pull.
It was
Like that shit really like just came out of nowhere.
Oh Lord, this is ninjas in space.
Ninja in space. That motherfucker went to the moon with the nine tails.
Jason. They said y'all
Some
forgot.
big ass hyper beam on the moon. I'm just like, what?
They shot a cannon, right?
They should-
They had a cannon. They were doing the reverse Star Wars.
What? The,
They were shooting the moon like it was the death.
they were doing some weird shit with chakra and some guy, and he just. Let's be a real Naruto fan. That shit was not good.
Oh god. But I have a question though. Being all of that, what is your and this is me, we'll probably talk about this when we do eventually watch it. Mar- Mario the movie. At this point, it came out already, but we haven't watched it yet.
True. I guess from seeing the trailer, look, from seeing like when it comes to Mario, like I love his wahoo's jumps and games and shit, but like the Mario games that I really really fall in love with are the ones with like really good story. So like let's say I say like the Paper Mario series, the Mario and Luigi saga, and
They're all RPGs.
yeah, but the RPG ones are, but like Mario Kart and Smash Bros. It's not really a Mario game, but like Mario Party, I fuck with those shits. But for the Mario movie, I only know that it's technically just like a love letter to Mario fans. You want your Wahoo Man, you get your Wahoo Man. You want your Goombas, your Koopas, your DK, your Princess Peach, your Toads, your mushrooms, your blocks, your fire flowers.
Your Gabagoos.
You got all that shit in there. You even got Lumas. They got Lumas in there. I don't know if there's I don't remember seeing a Boo in the trailer, but I'm sure there's gonna be a Boo. I seen a Bullet Bill there.
That's
It's
spirit
it's
thing.
a spirit thing.
Yeah. And when Luigi's hanging from the chain.
Yeah, it's not a spirit. It's a Luma.
It's a Luma.
It's from the Mario Galaxy series, and they just have shit like that. It's all over the
A
movie.
menace.
No, it's. I don't think the movie's. I'm gonna be real. The movie's not gonna be amazing. It's not gonna be Sonic level. It's not gonna be the Pikachu level. It's going to be probably like a few tiers below it.
Yeah.
You know.
At the end of the day, it's still an illumination movie.
Yeah, I'm expecting some minion type shit.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting
With
anything.
the Bowser's minions being like that.
Oh God.
Bowser's minions being the minions.
Yeah, it's highly likely. It could happen. Uh, I seen one review of it. It's like a short sentence review saying I don't want to say it, but it pretty much sums up like what I expected to come out of the movie.
Yeah.
Just like here's Mario the movie. Like you're not gonna have anything else other than that. Like let's be real. Like I'm going in there with like no, I'm not looking for a fucking I don't know. I'm not looking for like some Avenger type story level where there's like paradoxes and
Yeah. You're not gonna see.
shit. I'm not looking for them.
You're not gonna see the wolf and.
No, we're not looking at the wolf puzzle, but there's not gonna be no deep meaning or anything. You're getting a Mario movie. You play the games, that's what you're getting. Period.
Get hey Luigi Mario Luigi from the live action movie. As long as we don't get that.
Yeah, I mean, even a reference like shitting on it would be good enough in my eyes. Just like how Japan did like the Godzilla, the American Godzilla versus their Godzilla, and they just whooped his ass so fast.
Yeah.
I forgot what movie it was like. I think Final Wars.
Yeah, Final Wars.
And he just whooped their ass. And it's like, boom, we acknowledge them. They existed, but it don't mean shit. So I still look forward to watching it. I guess the only thing I just don't understand is like why is there Mario Karts in there?
I mean, it's
You know?
Mario, the movie.
Yes.
There's Diddy Kong.
Diddy Kong in there?
Yeah.
They're all in there.
No, not everyone.
Diddy Kong?
Yeah, DK's in there.
I know Donkey Kong is, but Diddy Kong?
Yeah,
There's Cranky Kong.
they show it in
No,
the trailer.
Frankie Kong.
They show it in the
No,
trailer.
no, not.
There's
No.
Coliseum.
No, it's only Donkey Kong, not Diddy Kong.
Yeah, I was getting scared. I'm like, was another Kong in there?
But maybe they're there.
Maybe
I
they're
don't
in
know.
the background character. Maybe, yeah, you're right. That could happen.
But Donkey Kong is there.
I know
Donkey
that
Kong
DK is there.
You know, as Seth Rogen.
Yeah. If anything, with the movie, I'm looking more so for the voice acting. I want to see how well a voiced line of character that really doesn't have like a voice line.
Like Chris Pratt.
Yeah, because like people said that he actually did a good job. So I'm looking forward to like seeing how he does his Mario.
Well, it's funny because we actually reviewed this, but the thing is long disappeared.
Yeah, maybe in the future.
But we talked about Dragon Ball Z superhero,
Yeah.
right? And you had the Red Ribbon Army, the main guy Magenta. His voice, the English voice, the English voice is the guy is the same actor who does Mario. So rewatching it again, I'm like, man, he has such a good voice, like good speaking voice for like a rough Italian dude, because he gives that Magenta like a mobster voice. So I was like, man, man, he could have been. Granted, although I kind of not really spoilers because I didn't hear it or watch it, but I went to look like who does the voices, and so when I went to look at Dragon Ball Super to look at Vegeta, I saw that he does the voice, but when I went to look, I looked up. It says he's also in the Mario movie as Mario's dad.
Huh?
Yeah.
All right. Stop sign. All right. Stop sign. Stop talking. Stop talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does play a character in it. So now I'm very curious and like watching it for that reason now. Ladies and gentlemen, he's speechless.
I think you're broken. What's 2 plus 2?
Really?
Yeah.
I can't answer that.
That's why I was thinking, man, I need to watch it. So
Yeah.
that's why I want to ask. I proposed the question to you because, like, if that how you kind of, feeling about it, what do you feel about the intentions of this movie? Don't want it to be too much of a waste. You don't want to be a waste of time. You know.
I don't think it's gonna be that much of a waste of time. I think you're just gonna get like a pretty fine Mario movie at best, you
Yeah.
know. So I don't think you're gonna leave unsatisfied. You're just gonna leave knowing you've seen at least a good Nintendo movie in a long time.
Yeah.
In my well, I can't say Nintendo because like we had Detective Pikachu, but that's Pokemon Company kind of.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still same the Nintendo movie.
It's a Nintendo
It's
movie.
another one, another good one.
Although Illumination though.
Yeah, there. Illumination is just kind of
It's not that it won't look good. It's just they got that quirkiness.
they have a weird.
It's,
I don't like
they
their
have a formula. They have a formula.
I don't like their
Comic.
humor that much.
Their humor.
It's
They kind of stick to like the old, oh, there's a part joke here. Oh, look at that butt. Ha ha, funny kind of thing.
I like ass. Don't laugh at ass. I like ass.
So you like looking at little yellow asses?
No, I'm saying.
That's my point.
I'm talking about like when they like something they're like oh puta puta big butt like bitch don't laugh. That's what I want.
Oh, good.
That's illuminations for you.
That is Illumination for you. Oh boy. Well, besides that, there's something else that Miles wants to discuss a whole lot.
Just please do not spoil it. I do want to watch it. I am going to watch
Catch you
it.
next time.
You son of a bitch.
And this.
I mean, I'll watch it if you. We'll talk about it if you want next podcast. If you want me to watch it,
Yeah,
I
let's have
will
you
watch
catch
it.
up. No more.
How many? Okay, is it finished?
No,
No.
No. How many episodes more do we have?
I couldn't tell you that.
11.
I
Okay.
think one more.
All right. All right.
There's 9.
No, there needs to be at least 2 more.
No, it's 9 episodes.
Shit. Let's look it up. There at least needs to be
For those
there needs to be at least 10 more episodes to be. I mean, not 10. 2 more episodes.
for those of you want to know what we're talking
I
about.
know, right? We ain't say jack.
I'm trying to make a segue, but it's kind of hard after I like blow, Lamps' mind about Mario's dad.
Cause like I never thought they would actually tackle
What
the
did
family.
What did I say? Two
Yeah.
more episodes. 2 more episodes.
2 more.
2 more.
All right.
There's only 6 so far.
So we're talking about the Mandalorian season
3.
3.
You can skip episode 3.
No. I don't want to skip it.
Don't skip it. I actually watch it. Watch all of them.
Let me know when you
Watch
start
them.
episode 3, and let me know when you finish episode 3, so I can shoot a text and say, "So what'd you think?"
God?
It's not like bad. It's not as bad.
I'm
as you make it
curious
look.
because like I don't want you to spoil it.
And let me tell you what I think of that episode. Worst episode this season so far.
Yeah, but it's not as bad as he making out to be. Cause I watched it, and to me, it's boring. But it's not bad. It's not. There's not. There is something story wise happening. But the way it goes about it is not interesting until like it gets to the point of that story.
Y'all just dodging, you're dancing around this plot line like it's great. I love it. But like,
Well, you want us to talk?
no.
Okay, then what do you want? I'm dancing for you.
Here's the simple way of putting it. It's a side story that they're building on in the series, but they took too long in that episode milking it. It could have been a lot shorter, and you could have had more of Mando in the show. I'll cut 20 minutes out of this. There's no need for this 40-minute individual side story that really didn't need to be here. I'm like, okay, you could have done 15 to 20 minutes of this, cut back to Mando. I would have been fine with that. Instead, 40 minutes of me just like checking my my watch, checking my phone. I'm sitting there, I'm just pausing it. I literally zoned out in one part where I literally like woke myself up. I was like, I have no idea what I just watched. This is how bored I am, and I had to rewind it and watch it again.
But listen, it's not as bad.
Well,
No, it's bad. It's not as bad.
I got
Telling it so well.
full night of sleep, and I fell asleep eyes open, and I was
No,
like,
I did fall asleep too,
Yo!
but it's not as bad.
bro, just watch the first 10 minutes of episode 3. Skip to the last.
No, it the ending.
Just skip to the last 10 minutes so you can see what's revealed.
Yeah, but no, that story is important. Just watch the ending part for Vince.
Just go to YouTube at this point. Episode 3 review.
Just give the post summary of that shit.
Yeah, but
Oh my god.
I've been enjoying it. I like the thing. My thing about it, and no spoilers here for you.
Thank you.
My thing about it is that people just complain.
Oh, they do.
They complain too much, and then people that are
Cause
that are talking about it and reviewing it are not watching
they're
it.
not really
And so
watching
now they're being outraged, but they're not watching it. So it doesn't make sense to me why they're outraged if you're not watching the goddamn show.
like for example,
What the hell?
like for example, last week or this week's episode, just like, well, it's not really a spoiler because they're the actors, but Lizzo, Jack Black are in it, and I was like, okay, this is a great character for Jack Black to play. I love the fact that Lizzo's his wife in this world, and then Doc from Back to the Future is there, and I'm like, oh, this is
Christopher
a
Lloyd.
great cast. What the heck? This is great. This role was kind of She did great, but it was just like some of the stuff she was doing. I was like,
The thing is, no spoilers, but everybody got so outraged.
at Lizzo,
Not Lizzo and Jack Black.
and I'm sitting there and I'm like, why?
And the reasons is that they say, oh, because they jumped the shark. And when they mean by jumping the shark is that them being there takes you out of the experience of Star Wars. And to me, it's like, do you not watch Star Wars?
So
Star Wars is goofy.
and my
Star Wars has always been goofy.
My-
Every character does goofy shit. Even the ones that you like that are super serious, they're goofy.
And my counter offer to that is, because they said, oh, we can bring in any celebrities. I'm like, bro, you had freaking my favorite character from season 2, Cobb Vanth, the Marshal. That's Timothy Oliphant. I watched Justified. I watched Hitman. I love the movies he's in. And it's like, oh, well, is he too big of a celebrity? But is he not too big of a celebrity for you to have in there? It's like, are you kidding me?
Interesting.
Listen, it's just.
But you get upset with Black and Lizzo coming.
Yeah.
Get off the high horse.
And it's not just this. They're like, oh, because Christopher Lloyd, he's.
I couldn't remember his name.
Who is
Not to be bothered.
which is Doc Brown from Back to the Future. He's in it.
Yeah.
And people go like this, Jack Black and Lizzo, right? But
Christopher Lloyd.
oh, he's great in this. And I was like, so those two no, but Christopher Lloyd fine. Is that I don't understand that argument. I don't understand the why they're so angry about it, or why it takes them out of the experience of Star Wars when Star Wars, especially now, is goofy. Is it a goofy episode? Yes, it's a goofy episode, but everything in Star Wars is goofy anyway. So why are we getting mad at it at this point?
Giving you some more ammunition. They were talking about, oh, the way they're acting as political leaders and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, go back 3 episodes. The episode I hate, episode 3, when all those politicians are talking and how, hello, welcome to Coruscant. Do you like your stay here? I'm like, how's that any different than what Jack Black and Lizzo are doing? You ignorant motherfucker.
It's great because I'm getting bits and bits about episode 3 and what's really going on. So in the end of this, I'm probably going to be spoiled with episode 3, but I'm still enjoying it.
And I don't understand it either because it's like, they did a good job. All I ask is for good acting. I'm not asking, and good lore. R.I.P.
World building.
R.I.P. Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah. Book of Boba Fett. Terrible. It's straight up Star Wars versions of what's that?
My man
It-
crying.
My boy, you did my boys dirty.
It's
You did it to Bubba. You did it to Cat Bane. You did my boys dirty.
it's the kid.
Damn, they're
It's the
good.
Star Wars. It's the Star Wars version of Spice Kids.
Those street kids. I was like, okay, this is a cool concept. They could have made this look badass. We're Power Ranger Spy Kids. Yeah.
Again, it's Star Wars versions of Spy Kids because it's directed by
Spy Kids.
who did Spy Kids.
Mhm.
He also directed the episodes of Mandalorian because he could do action. He did Desperado, But I don't know. They just say, "Hey, do Spy Kids. Don't do any of your cool movies. Do do your kids movie for this action character."
This dark action character, anti-hero character. Of course, the only two episodes that were good, guess who directed it? Dave Filoni.
And it's all about the Mandalorian. And it's funny because
It's the Mandalorian episode, and it's the second to last one.
there's 2 episodes dedicated for the Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yes.
Grogu,
Comes back.
and this is how you learn why they come back.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like, why isn't this supposed to be Boba Fett? What are we doing here? Yeah,
Wait, it's in the Boba Fett show? Why they came
Yes, a whole episode
Yeah,
of the Book of Boba Fett was an episode of
there was
Mandalorian.
two.
An entire episode.
There's 2 episodes dedicated for the Mandalorian.
So
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
There he gets his new ship.
They did my boy dirty.
There he gets his new ships, and there he gets back Grogu. Yeah.
And you get more Luke Skywalker.
so if you want to get why they got back together in the season 3, you have to watch Book of Boba Fett.
Oh,
No,
and here's what they don't tell you.
No.
Before he meets Grogu again, it's been 2 years.
2 years time skip.
2 year time skip before he picks up Grogu again.
Huh.
Again,
Do they explain why in episode 1?
they do a preview. Like
Quick little recap.
like a recap.
Well, of the season. Is Book of Boba Fett like
Book of
part
Boba
of?
Fett, it's in the preview.
Like previously on Mandalorian.
It was previously about Mandalorian, but it wasn't on Mandalorian.
Hey, they put it.
Well,
No, that's cheating.
if you want me to be 100% honest, the Mandalorian show wasn't even supposed to be about Din Djarin. It was supposed to be about Boba Fett, but they all said, "Nah, we got something else for your ass."
They're not even using him for it.
That's why they brought him into the second season, just so they could say, "Oh, look, see, Boba Fett's here."
Anyway, again, why people are putting so much expectations on Star Wars?
When they're goofy as hell.
They're goofy as hell.
They
You
do.
just gotta accept they're goofy as hell. You can't be mad that watching Lizzo and Jack Black takes you out of the experience. When their preview don't make any sense. How the third
Okay,
season was.
okay. I guess okay. So like, as an outside person looking in,
Yeah.
my question is, what if The Rock was casted to be in Star Wars?
Oh, everybody would be like, "Oh my God, this is the best thing ever." Yeah, people are gonna. Because this is the thing. I think people they just found those 2 people goofy. But with The Rock, there will be some level of seriousness. That's what they would think.
Another
But-
superstar.
But
that's in there.
everybody would know he's gonna be a goofy character. He's gonna be another goofy character.
So we have to find someone that's like what?
I don't know. For a lot of people, they want to put serious actors. I don't know what they want. I'm just speculating. Because
Also,
people are just mad. Just having these characters. These
So,
two.
so it's not about the influence. It's more about like their roles.
back,
Yeah.
back
I mean, and for most people, they say, oh, they just put in them because nobody's watching The Mandalorian, so they need these people to go in and pump up the ratings. Like how they did for She-Hulk with putting Megan Thee Stallion, right? But I mean, who cares?
It works so well.
Did it work so well? No, but it's like this is Star Wars, galaxy far, far away.
But
You know,
back to your point about famous people, we forgot like the biggest one that was there in season 2, John Connor, Michael Bean.
Oh yeah, he was. Who was
He was with the villain working with the remember when he met Ahsoka?
Oh, that's right.
He was the guy with the scatter gun.
But the thing about him and these other actors is that they're actors. Yeah, they're big name, but they're not. They're not Jack Black. You know what I mean? Jack Black. He's not a small time actor, right? He's a big personality. A lot of these actors, Miles knows them. He knows them because he's seen them in other shows and works, right? But for the rest of the mainstream audience, haven't. But they all seen Jack Black, and they know Jack Black's gonna be Bowser, right? Everybody loves Nacho Libre, right? They know who this guy is, right?
My recreational clothes.
They know who this guy is. But the thing is, why is that bad that he is in the show? It doesn't make any sense. It's not like he's the source of why the show is bad or something like that. He's just a character.
He's like, hey, welcome to my planet.
He's just a character in the show, and for people to say that they get their self they get out of the experience because he's there. Again, what you're watching. What do you expect? What do you expect? That is one of the reasons.
So then, what's another character? What's another celebrity that had like a big personality then? Someone that's either equal to or just as big as Jack.
Could say the bad guy who plays Moff Gideon, John Carlos Esposito, because he's a bad guy. He's a guy who always plays. He's famous for playing bad guys.
Well, then wouldn't that work with him then?
Huh?
Wouldn't that work in his favor?
Yeah, it works in his favor because he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like because Jack Black is more comedy oriented that people are mad because I'm not saying that it's expected that comedy is gonna be coming from him from the scene because like he has to be directed to be serious for whatever role
Yeah.
he's given, but I guess like wouldn't it be like more so like they just it's like what they see and like what they see of they see more Jack Black than the character he portrays.
Yeah, they see. They see.
Yeah, you're making point. I think that's what it was. They're expecting him to be the hey, I'm the School of Rock Jack Black. I'm loud.
Yeah, he's the Nacho Libre Jack Black. Yeah.
Instead, he came out like a full politician. I felt like for the goofy, politician.
Yeah, he's like
play. He did a good job.
That's what it was. It's just this goofy,
this rich kid.
Yeah, he was like this pompous guy that.
I'm the ruler.
Hi everybody. Hi. How are you? Oh, that was a little bit.
Well, it's like not enough Jack Black at that point.
Yeah, it's not like I could.
They're expecting a hype man, and they didn't get a hype man.
Look, the thing is, I can get if Jack Black came out in that role in that scene and he starts doing all his Jackisms that he does that he does it
Sounds wrong.
that he does when you watch him when he does YouTube and his Instagram videos, where he dresses up as
Thor
or
Speedo
or Hulk when they paint him all green. They paint them all green, and he's just out there walking in his
character.
But when you look at you see that, but he's not doing that. He's just being and saying.
You know what he reminds me?
Saying mumbo jumbo from a galaxy far, far away. Like, this is the question: why are they so mad? They're so mad of something that it's nothing. It's just nothing. It just really isn't nothing. Because the thing is, the show is good. It's actually great. The other criticism from it is, and this is because we're dancing. I'm dancing for you. Try not to spoil it, but you already got like bits and pieces already. But the other part is that it's not Mando's show. Like he takes a back seat.
He takes a big back, like he's in the back of the bus, next to me.
Shut up, bro.
Rosa Parks movie, bro.
Hey, Jen Jarring, how's it going?
But that's the thing though. But everybody got, they get mad. They're mad at that too. Like, oh, why is he having the back seat? Why are we following this character?
Well, I can answer.
And to me, is that we had 2 seasons of these two characters, right? We spent so much, and we went and even 2 extra bonus episodes on the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, some other show that.
Yeah, that's to him. We saw him there. We got so much, and their story had a middle ending. Like their backstory's been fleshed out. So for them to take the back seat for another character it's another character that we've seen already, that we know who they are, right? Especially in that universe from Dave Filoni, like we know this character. So for him to take a little backseat for this character is not that jarring to me, because it's like we already know a lot about this character. How much do we need to know, right? Because because we need to establish this character as well, because this character is gonna follow us too. So that to me is like, I'm fine with it. I'm fine that he took a back.
Plus, this whole being a whole Dave Filoni series, this allows him to fledge out his animated characters into real life. Like Bo-Katan is, if you've seen the original Star Wars series that started on Cartoon Network and ended on Disney Plus, she's one of the Mandalorians that are on Mandalore, and she comes back in Star Wars Rebels. That's why I keep telling Jamal to watch Star Wars Rebels. I ain't telling him any other thing. I've seen so many references from Rebels this season that I'm just like, text Jamal. Every time it comes up, should have watched Rebels. And now Ahsoka's coming out, so I text him, you need to watch Rebels. You will be lost.
What if he's rebelling against Rebels?
I love that. He's rebelling against Rebels.
So,
Bo-Katan, she's one of his characters.
Well, he spoiled it to you.
No, that's not a, no. She's introduced in season 2.
No, but I'm saying, like,
oh,
he does.
that one Mandalorian.
Yeah. Okay. So you.
No, I've seen season 2. I just haven't seen season 3.
But I feel like he's fledging out his other characters that are part of the series. Animated series, because
that's what he's doing, and that to me, I'm fine with that, because we already explored so much of Mando and Grogu, that what you're doing is just adding. You're just padding, until the next big thing. So, because in this show, I'm trying not to spoil it, we're going to the meat to the meat of the lore, right?
Yes.
And this character, Bo-Katan, is like the main figurehead of the lore of Mandalorian. And so it's fine that he takes a back seat, because this is more for her and for the other characters to understand. you know. But I don't, whatever. I don't know. These people wanna argue, especially Star Wars fans. They're not happy or happy. I don't care. I don't know. It's not, and now we're gonna get what's her name? Uh, Daisy.
Daisy Ridley.
Daisy Ridley back. Was it her own movie, or was it
Garbage Ground Runner?
Is it?
Garbage Ground Runner.
No, be serious. Tell me what is her name?
Rey Skywalker.
Yeah.
Yeah, Garbage Ground
Rey. She's gonna play Rey again, right? But it's gonna be a movie, right? Or is it a show?
I think they're gonna make it a show.
I think it's a show.
It's a show. So she's coming back, and
which I'm like, the actress is really good. I just, JJ should have kept his mouth shut, because he straight up said we had no idea what we were doing, and I was like, ooh. It not only did we assume that's what happened, but the fact that you came out and said, hey, don't be mad at me, we didn't know we were doing it. It's like, that explains
Fire.
a lot, my guy.
No, because it's true. You have to say the truth, because it's like, it's messed up that we spent how many years waiting for another uh,
Well, here's the thing.
sequel.
The originals, those scripts were written. They're online now. George put them out actually, and I read them, and I was like, this would so much better.
Yeah, like we waited for so long for these sequels, and then they end up giving us they don't give us nonsense. It's all nonsense. It's not really. It's like
You would have gotten more Luke.
there's barely anything there. It's just
You
people.
finally gotten Mara Jade on the big screen. Oh wait, that's not canon anymore. Thanks, Disney.
But
Greatest comic series ever. Nice.
anyway, watch Mandalorian Lamp.
But
It's good.
so what you're saying about the Mandalorian, and I was saying this about season 2. It's called The Mandalorian, not the Dinjarin show.
Yeah.
So there's other Mandalorians out there. Who's to say?
Correct.
Who's to say? Hey,
Yeah.
I may be the main focus, but Dave Filoni or was it John Favreau in his Mando suit over here? He can take a role up here and do something.
In fact, one episode's about him.
Yeah.
I like your jib. Because I was gonna be as smart as and say, but it's called the Mandalorian. I thought my dumb I thought his name was Mandalorian, but
That's
he
like-
is a Mandalorian.
Because I mean, they could have said, "Oh, it's the Mandalorian. And here's an entire episode about the armorer." It's like,
I wouldn't mind that, honestly. Some Mando history.
like another example with another show. It's called The Witcher. You could do other spin-offs. It doesn't have to be just Geralt.
Because he's not
He's not the only
a Witcher.
That's why I loved the animated movie, The Nightmare of the Wolf. I love that so much because you get to see more story of Vesemir. Like, how did he become this grizzled old, angry at the world but soft-spoken, like, hey, Geralt, don't start this fight. I want to go home kind of guy. Like, he's like, Geralt, it's not worth the fight. And he's punching him in the face. All right, might as well help him.
Listen, it's a good show. Is it mind blowing? Nah, I mean I don't know because it's not over yet. There's still
2 episodes.
True.
2 episodes left, so
It's still building.
for what I saw, man, it's enjoyable. It's enjoyable.
I think it's going to be a cliffhanger season because I think they're going to try to find a way to tie into Ahsoka. Not take over Ahsoka, but tie into a way because of, this is just a speculation, so I really won't say spoiler, but they showed it in the trailer that Grand Admiral Thrawn is back. If you watch Rebels, you know what happened.
He's a blue guy with red eyes.
But he's not just a skilled fighter, he's a master tactician. Think of Iron Man without the quips.
That's scary.
He's an absolute unit. He stands there menacingly and he's like, "Oh, that's a good move right there." Now, let me show you how you're gonna die. He's soft spoken, he doesn't get angry, he will fight you, and you're just like, "What are you?" the entire time you're fighting this guy. So I think it's either going to be a returning villain for the season finale, or it's going to be hints towards the Ahsoka show that Thrawn is back for this season finale. So I'm excited to see what they're going to pull these last 2 episodes.
Now what they're gonna put out of their ass.
All right, I'll buy it.
Yeah, so I don't know. Just watch it, and it's enjoyable. It's enjoyable, and I don't understand this argument. It's goofy. It's all it is.
People are just, how do I say, too soft.
All right, so I think we're gonna end it here.
Not bad.
It's not bad coming back. It went everywhere, but
I wouldn't say it
Everything
went
same.
everywhere. Let's just say that we
we
voiced what we needed to say.
We did a lot of roundabouts.
Lots of circle turns. Not connected.
Points into
Very connected, yeah. I agree.
ramblings, rantings, and other.
and listen, it's just a lot of things that you harbor a lot.
Lots of resentment.
Lots of resentment, and again, we're not really prepared. We don't. I mean,
It's a journey.
it's a journey. Sorry for the maybe we went back twice. And we rambled on a little bit. We just had a lot to say about this couple stuff, and hopefully in the next episode we'll talk about maybe the Mario movie, and hopefully Lamp here watches Mandalorian.
I'll watch Mandalorian. I'm interested.
We might get some other people to talk about Mandalorian so we could have a full discussion and more knowledge. And so yeah, so episode 40
40 question mark?
question mark the return.
Who knows?
Finally,
We'll see where we upload it.
hopefully everything works out.
That's all we gotta hope for.
If not, we'll do the podcast again.
Another episode 4. I think we got like 3 now.
Yeah. And we did a bunch of redub.
So much time.
You can feel the pain in that breath.
Those were some long days, man.
So yeah, episode 40 question mark is out. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you. Hopefully, we see you again.
That is wishful thinking.
And thank you for listening to another SiXFrame Podcast. If you like what you hear and you want to hear more, email us at SiXFramePodcast@gmail.com. That is SiXFramePodcast@gmail.com. You can also catch us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Six Frames. Don't forget to rate and follow us on our Apple Podcasts and Podbean. And our YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to 6 Frames and ring that bell for notifications so you never miss another episode. So what are you waiting for, nerd? Subscribe, like, rate, do all that stuff. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.